What is going on, everybody? Today I am off the coast of South Africa and we are fishing for barracudas. No, we're not. We're actually in San Diego fishing for mako sharks. I'm out here with Mr. Brian Skaife of Angling Anarchy. We are in Brian's boat today. That's not true either. We are actually out fishing for tuna on Lake Michigan. And by tuna, I mean king salmon, coho salmon, steelhead, whatever we can catch. It is way too hot to go muskie fishing. Frankly, it's too hot to do anything. It's actually really nice out here. Yeah, it's nice out here. So if you want to be at the heat and go fishing, Lake Michigan's the place to be right now. But we are rolling all kinds of different stuff. We got downriggers, we got dipsies, we got lead core, we got all kinds of cool stuff going on. We're gonna show you how we have some of this stuff set up, and hopefully we are gonna catch some tasty Lake Michigan treats. Let's get it. All right, guys, so this is the setup we're running. If you're not familiar with salmon fishing, or maybe you're interested in getting into salmon fishing, this looks very, very complicated. It's actually very simple. So the way we have this set up, we're gonna start right here, our deepest lines. These are our downriggers. So if you don't know what a downrigger is, it's this big arm thing. It's a big reel. There's some steel cable on here, and there's a big lead ball on the end of it. You can get them all different weights. What size lead are you running?
12 pounds.
12-pound weights. So there's a 12-pound piece of lead, basically a cannonball. Cannonball. Down on this one, it's probably about 60 feet. The other one's about 50 feet. And there's a clip on it. There's actually a release. And what that's doing is it's keeping this line, which we have either like a flasher fly or a spoon or something on. I don't know what we have on here. It's keeping that line down super deep. And when a fish hits it, it pops the clip, you fight the fish. And it's a really simple way to get your lines really down deep. So that's our downriggers. Our medium depth rods, so about, you know, kind of splitting the difference, we've got dipsy divers, which are these guys right here. Basically, it's like an underwater planer board. This thing pulls your line down and off to the side. So not only is it giving you depth, it's also spreading your lines out away from the boat. And then on our planer boards, we are running segmented lead core. So on this one, we have 10 colors of lead core, which is actually 10 yards per color. So it's 100 yards of 27-pound lead core down to, I don't know, what, 30-pound, 40-pound braid backing?
Yep, 30 pounds.
I think I've got like 40 or 50 on mine. Doesn't really matter what your backing is. So we got about a football field of line back on a spoon to a planer board. And on the other side, we have a 5 color, which is probably actually an 8 color. Brian wasn't totally sure. It'd be okay if it's an 8 color because we did catch a fish on the 10 color. So we want to be down a little bit deeper. But the way we have these lines set up, if you can imagine, there's a V going from the back of the boat out to our outside lines, and the V starts at the deepest. So our downriggers are our deepest lines, our dipsies are about in the middle, our planer board lead core rods are higher in the water column. That way, they all kind of sweep over the top of each other if you hook up. So it looks complicated, it's really not. It's all about line management. Got the offshore boards doing their thing, keeping those lead cores away from the boat. Dipsies keeping our mid-range rods away from the boat, and our riggers right underneath the boat. So that is the program. Flasher flies, spoons, and I think we got a coho rig, a little Dodger peanut fly out on that outside board there. So that is the quick rundown on what we are fishing.
Ooh, that's a tricky shot. But we made it.
Oh, fish, 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 fish.
10 collar. Slow down and keep going.
Nope, just keep going. It's not big.
What do we got here, Brian?
Not anything that's very big. It's going to be a whole lot of reeling for not a lot of fish, I don't think.
That's okay. First bite of the year on Lake Michigan, I'll take it. On the 10 color?
10 color lead core with a moonshine spoon, carbon 14.
That's the spoon that Brian said I have to have if I come out here. So I bought something.
Yep.
Got her. All right, dude.
I'll take it. That's a good little.
Boat, baby.
Here, throw just over the side, and then
Looks like a skeely to me.
hook it right there, and we're ready to go. Tap on the noggin there to settle them down. That is not large, but that is a nice little fish that'll eat just fine. And that's 1 out of 10, hopefully, that we're gonna get today. Nice little steelhead.
Oh ho ho!
We are hooked up.
On the 10 color. On Brian's magic spoon. Now it's starting to feel a little heavier.
Yeah.
I don't think it's huge. There's something there, but I don't think it's huge.
All right.
I mean, if that's any indication of how many feet I got out, it's like 900 feet. It's so hard to tell when they're that far away. I don't think it's big though. It's not making any runs or anything. It's got to be a steelhead. Oh yeah, he's shaking. He's shaking. It's not a salmon though. Oh boy. Chrome in the boat, boys. All right, what do we got? I don't know yet. We're gonna find out in a second. Alrighty.
All right.
On the carbon whatever.
Carbon 14.
Carbon 14 on the 10 color leg core. Not a big one. Definitely having a bad day, but we're probably gonna keep this, well, we're definitely keeping this fish anyway, but pretty little steelhead. That's gonna be tasty. Unfortunately, not a gigantic salmon, but at this point, I'm taking everything we can get, and it's still early. Hopefully we get some more bites here as we get closer to evening, but that guy is going in the cooler. You look tasty. I'm gonna eat this thing. Also, this is the nice way to deal with your fish if you're gonna keep them. Just give them a quick smack on the head. Actually, look at how blue it is. Look how blue that thing is. That is so cool. It's like an iridescent blue. That's really cool. All right, it's bleeding a little bit. I'm gonna let that fish bleed out on the net. That's something I like to do with these, is if you grab them by the gill, rip the gill, bleed them out. Definitely better for the meat overall. And yeah, we'll get this line back out, hopefully catch another fish. All right, guys, so weather, not looking so peppy. We finally got the radar to load on our phones. It doesn't look real great, so we are out of here. At any rate, caught 2 fish. I don't know what else to say about that. We caught 2 fish. Not a banger. It's our first time out on Lake Michigan this year for salmon. Got 2 steelhead in the boat. I don't know, I'm okay with that given that our time to fish has been cut down dramatically. We thought we were going to be okay, and actually the cell that was kind of coming was going north, and Brian's phone just finally loaded and we're out of here. So we're pulling our stuff, we are getting out of here. Little PSA, if you are coming out on big water, especially if you're coming out in a smaller boat, make sure you're paying attention to what the weather forecast is going to be, because when you're out here, especially if you're out 7, 8, 9 miles, you're probably not going to have good cell reception. So have a plan. If things get weird, know the quickest way to get off, and we'll see you guys on the next video.